Hey, what's up guys, Matt here with the LG G4. LG was nice enough to send this out for me to use, and so far I've got to say I'm really liking the experience. So in this video, I thought I'd go over my top 5 favorite things about the LG G4. First off, it's the screen. Boy, oh boy, the screen. This is probably the best screen I've used on a phone. It's a Quad HD 5.5 inch IPS display and it looks fantastic. The colors are represented well and it's extremely sharp. The viewing angles are also great and overall it's just a pleasure to look at. This is one of those screens that I keep finding myself looking out and just thinking, wow, this is a really nice thing to look at. And it's definitely one of my favorite features. Next up is the overall design. Now, I can't say I love every part of this phone, but on the whole, I think it's nicely designed. The bezels on the front are thin, so even though it has a big screen, it doesn't feel huge in the hand. It's not a particularly thin phone either, but again, it has a nice feel in the hand. Since the LG G2, LG has also been putting the buttons on the back, and although it's a little weird to get used to at first, it does feel pretty good because it's right where your fingers are resting. One of my favorite parts is that there's an ever so slight curve on the phone. It isn't as dramatic as on the LG G Flex, but it's there and it just adds another dimension, and I think it looks great. Next up is that the back is removable and you can swap the battery and add a micro SD card. This is something that most manufacturers aren't really doing anymore, but LG is. The battery is 3000 mAh, which sounds big, but from what I've experienced, the battery life isn't all that great. But because you can take off the back, you can easily swap it out. The G4 also comes with 32GB of internal storage, but is expandable up to 2TB, which is ridiculous, but you can do it, and this is another feature that seems to be dying out, so it's nice to see it in the G4. Next up, going along with the design and removable back, is that you have the option to get different backs on the phone. So the default back is plastic and has a cool polygon design, but there's also the option for a ceramic coated back and leather back in multiple colors. These leather backs are hand stitched and take over 12 weeks to make. They're pretty impressive and it's nice to see more options available so not everyone has to have the same looking phone. Lastly is one of my favorite things about the G4, the camera. It's 16 megapixels with optical image stabilization, laser autofocus, and an aperture of 1.8. It also records video in 4K and has the ability to shoot in RAW. The pictures look really great. They are sharp and the colors are well represented, and you also have the ability to shoot manually. The addition of RAW is something I've been wanting for a long time and it's really greatly appreciated. This just gives you more control of your photos and I'm all for that. The video isn't the best because OIS is a little wobbly, but for the photo side of things, this is one of the best out there, and for me, it's a reason to want this phone. So those are my top 5 favorite things of the LG G4. Stay tuned for my full review coming in a week or so, and there I will cover many more things about this new phone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see when that review is up, make sure you hit subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Again, my name is Matt, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!